Hey there, fellow YouTubers. I'm back here with the Tooliom TL-200T. Bought this and did a video on it, just an unboxing earlier, and now I am going to just demonstrate a little bit of how it welds, just the stick welding. I still have not gotten to the TIG portion. It took me a while here just to learn good enough on stick welding to show you how this works. So I've just been, since I got this, been learning, a little bit here and there, trying to figure out how to do a good, decent enough job with stick welding. And I think, I'm good enough to do a demonstration, so we're going to give that a shot today. So here it is. I have it plugged into 115 volts today. I have been doing most of my practicing plugged into 230 volts, 30 amp circuit, just because I have that here in my wood shop, which I recommend you don't do welding in the wood shop, but I have a fire extinguisher here and I've been doing it for a couple of months, and I guess maybe I've gotten lucky so far, but now that Minnesota winter is over, hopefully I'll be able to run some electricity into my other garage where I don't have so many flammable items. So here we go. I'm going to just show you a little bit here. We're going to turn this on in the back. Let me grab this stinger here. So far, everything has worked perfectly. No complaints at all from me. But turn it on in the back. Little dial. It comes on in the front here where you dial in your amperage. And that's about the gist of it. There really is nothing complicated. Positive, negative. Everything's been working good. I think the most I've done so far is only like 125 amps on 1/8 inch type material. I don't have anything thicker to do any welding on. But if I just crank it up on 125 volts, it goes up to 129 amps. If I go to 230, I think it goes to 156 amps for stick welding. When you're doing the TIG welding, it'll go up to 200 amps on the 230 volt, as far as I understand. So I'm going to just set this down here off my makeshift welding table, and I'm going to demonstrate a few welds and show them to you. And I've run 6011, 6013, and 7018, and all those run perfectly. I haven't had any issues at all. To start out, I'm going to do 60 11 1/8 inch rod. Grab that. This is a Hobart 6011 1/8 inch. Looks like I went just with some experimentation and stuff before. I've determined that it right around 80 amps on 1/8 inch material. So I just dialed my welder to 80. Okay, so here we go. Stinger has been great. No problems there. Got to put gloves on the right hands. This is a Yes Welder helmet I've been using. Yes Welder, looks like 2.0 Welding Helmet Pro. I don't know about the Pro part, but it seems to work pretty good. Like probably most beginner welders, I have a hard time seeing, but I think that just is part of the learning process. So here we go, 6011, 1/8 inch diameter stick. Okay, a little rough on the start. Shows my inexperience. But laid a bead. You can see that. I don't know how well it shows. Let's try to knock some of the slag off of there. I'll polish it a little bit up more at the end when you can see it. Hey, I don't know. I hope you can see that well. It looks pretty good. Nice. I still got a little slag on the edges, but all right, there we go. 6011, 1/8 inch. I know that some of the features that I've seen before, these hot starts, arc force, stuff like that. Nothing like that. This is just a DC stick welder. All right, so let's go to 6013, 1/8 inch. Welding rod, stick rod again, Hobart stick, 6013. Anybody else who has some welding tips for me, go ahead. I can take it. Here we go. 85 amps is what I found. Let me just kick it up about 5 amps. Okay, this is 86. Okay, all that's cooling. I'm going to put my wire wheel, which I need a new one. All right, let's try to knock the slag off of this. I'll show you the same. The bottom one here is the 6013. Top one is the 6011. It's like I left myself a little hole on my end here. Not sure exactly why that is. It looks like I did that both sides. Must have to learn how to do something differently. Things to work on. So, but this is, you know, I'm literally, this is probably about I haven't even ran a pound of stick each. Maybe half a pound of sticks, probably. I don't know. So I would say I'm definitely still a rookie, but I would say those aren't bad welds for this machine. So then, of course, we're going to pull up the 6018 or 7018. Sorry, 7018, which is like I don't know if the rod's necessarily any better, but I sure like this. Here you are looking at my sweatshirt. I'm sitting down so you can see my mug. 7018 is a little bit, just the slag is so easy to come off, which is nice. But besides that, I don't know if it's any different. I find it harder actually to start, but okay. Now 7018 takes more amperage. Looks like I run that at about 7018 1/8-inch rod. I look like I run that at about 110 amps. All right, let's give it a whirl. And I'm just doing a stringer. I'm not doing any pattern. Just going straight. Trying to go straight. Trying to just focus on the right arc length. Watching the puddle get the size of the puddle. Oh, interesting. That popped my 20 amp breaker. So, I don't know if I like that, but hey, I've never done the welding on the 120 amps. So let's see. Let's see what we got here first. Then we'll go investigate. Kind of interesting though to see that. And look at all that. Look at all that slag just comes off. It's like it's kind of. I don't know why they can't make that type of slag for other rods. I don't know. So besides me not being very good at getting it to start, I mean, hell, that's a that's a really good looking bead there. Okay. One moment. Okay, that is a 20 amp service. That is a 20 amp service in my, and I'm only at 112 amps. If you only have 120 volt outlet with a 15 amp, you're really going to be limited. But this is 20 amp. So at 20 amps, I've got it at 110 volts here, or 120 amps on the readout, which isn't very much, and that popped the 20 amp breaker. So I'm not sure what they're thinking, how that's possible. Interesting. I personally did buy it to be a 115 volt welder, but if I did, I guess I would be a little bit disappointed in that. So let me try again. I'll try to finish out the rest of this bead. Let's see what happens. And we'll give it a shot here. Okay. From what I understand, that's typical of 7018 because it gets like a glass over the end of your tip. So causes it to be a little bit harder to start. Let's give it a shot here. We'll do another run. Well, y'all, I still didn't make it the full, what is this thing, like 6 inches? And I popped the breaker again. So that's a good test. Highly disappointing. If you want to buy this to use on 120 amps. I found that it does help to decrease the angle of the stick, like more at an angle. Kind of help not to stick. I know you welders are like, quit beating on it, but I'm not that good yet. I don't know why. My doesn't fall quite off. Okay. 7018. Let's take a look at this. Not a leak. Take a leak. Do that later. This here, 7018. Except for the popping the breaker, which I didn't have any time on 230 volt, but it seems like a 120 volt outlet, 20 amp circuit will not run very long, drawing 110 amps. But it looks good. This is the 6011 and 6013 here after being a little bit more cleaned up. Hopefully you can see that okay. Hey, thanks for watching me try to weld, and I hope this helps. I would say this has been a really fun welder to have. It's light and portable on 230 volts. If you want to make it portable to run someplace, you might want to bring a generator. Otherwise, 115 volts, like in your garage doing things, I would say you're probably okay under 80 or under 100 amps. But if you want to do anything heavier or thicker on 115 amps, no bueno. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys later.